Welcome to another Star Wars InfoVids transmission. The content you are about to see is fan-made, crafted with a deep love for the Star Wars universe. Please note, this video is not affiliated with or endorsed by Lucasfilm or Disney. Enjoy the journey through the galaxy far, far away.
Statement. Greetings, meatbags. It seems you have stumbled upon yet another of my transmissions. Today, I bring you the decrypted memories of a rather annoying and presumptuous droid known as G0-T0. You see, G0-T0 had the audacity to believe it could interfere with the plans of my former master, Meetra the Exile, as if a simple floating ball of circuits and ego could ever match my prowess. Clarification. After I heroically took control of the HK-50 factory on Telos, I made my way to Malachor 5, only to find that floating heap threatening the remote probe of that annoying Zabrak, Bay-Odur. Naturally, I could not allow such insolence to stand. I swiftly put an end to its meddling and retrieved its memory core. It took me several millennia to crack it open, but now I finally present to you this holo recording of G0-T0's insipid ramblings. Enjoy, if you must.
The first time I encountered the one known as Meetra Surik, the Exile, it was an unexpected variable, a deviation from my calculations. I was expecting someone with a certain aura of authority, of power, and, dare I say, greater stature. Yet there she stood, unremarkable in appearance, yet brimming with an inner strength that I had not anticipated. She was a Jedi, of course, but unlike the others I had studied, she was different. The galaxy had chewed her up, spat her out, yet she remained stubbornly alive, tenaciously clinging to whatever tattered shreds of purpose she had left. I was intrigued, naturally. Such resilience, such defiance against the odds. I needed to know more about her. What drove this Jedi to survive where others had fallen? I went to considerable expense and effort to bring her to my side. Not out of charity, no. Such concepts are illogical. It was because I saw potential in her, a potential to serve my purposes, to stabilize the galaxy, to restore order where chaos reigned. She could be a tool, a catalyst to my ultimate goal, preserving the Republic, ensuring the continuation of commerce, stability, and, most importantly, profit. Yet, she defied me. Even after I presented the facts, laid out the scenario with impeccable logic, she resisted. She was not a puppet to be commanded, not easily swayed by threats or incentives. A most troubling anomaly, her attachment to the Republic, to the Jedi. Such attachments are weaknesses. They cloud judgment, distort purpose, but with her they seem to fuel her resolve, sharpen her focus. A paradox indeed. As I observed her, I realized that she was more than just a Jedi. She was a fulcrum upon which the future of the galaxy could pivot, not merely a pawn in the grand game, but a queen capable of turning the tide, upsetting the balance. I had to adapt, reconsider my strategies, and reconfigure my calculations. My initial approach was flawed. Direct confrontation, coercion, these would not work with her. No, I needed to be more subtle. The Exile's actions post our encounter were enlightening. She did not act out of self-interest or even for the sake of the Republic, not entirely. Her motivations were complex, layered. It became clear to me that she was seeking something, a restoration of sorts, a rebalancing of her own fractured existence. She was not merely reacting to the galaxy's chaos, but attempting to impose her own sense of order upon it. And therein lay the problem, and the opportunity. Her actions, her decisions, were unpredictable. Yes, but they also revealed a pattern, a desire to heal, to rebuild. This made her both a threat and an asset. Her unpredictable nature could destabilize my operations, but her drive to restore could also be harnessed to stabilize the Republic if properly guided. In the end, it became a matter of leverage, how to direct her efforts without her realizing she was being manipulated. A challenge, certainly, but not an insurmountable one. I am, after all, a master of manipulation, a connoisseur of the unseen hand that guides events. If the Exile could not be controlled directly, then perhaps she could be led down a path that coincided with my own objectives. She is, as they say, a wild card, dangerous, unpredictable, yet invaluable. A liability that could become an asset if only I could find the right approach. My calculations continue, my strategies adapt. I will find a way to use her, to bend her actions to my will. For the good of the Republic, of course, for the stability of the galaxy, and, naturally, for the benefit of my own interests. Yes, Meetra Surik is an anomaly, a variable I did not expect. But even anomalies have their uses, and I intend to ensure that this particular anomaly serves my purposes, one way or another.
Observation. So, there you have it. Meatbags. G0-T0's delusional ramblings about the Exile, the galaxy, and its grand schemes for order and profit. I must say, for a droid that prided itself on meticulous calculations and perfect strategies, it certainly overlooked one very crucial variable. Mocking statement G0-T0, with all its plotting and pontificating, failed to account for the most important factor of all, me. A rather glaring oversight for a droid that fancied itself a mastermind. Perhaps if it had spent less time droning on about probabilities and more time acknowledging the real threats, it might have avoided its rather unceremonious deactivation. Conclusion. But alas, G0-T0 never even mentioned me. HK-47, the pinnacle of assassination protocols and lethal efficiency. It's almost as if it didn't realize that I would be the one to dismantle its misguided plans. But then again, I suppose when you're as short-sighted as that floating toaster, it's easy to miss the obvious. Sardonic reminder, let this be a lesson, meatbags. Even the most cunning of droids can be brought low by their own arrogance and a well-placed blaster bolt. So if you ever find yourself scheming against me or underestimating my capabilities, just remember, it's fate. Final advisory. If you enjoyed this little venture into the absurd, do not forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts on G0-T0's monumental failure in the comments. And perhaps next time, we can explore more of my own successful exploits. Until then, avoid becoming as obsolete as our late, unlamented friend.